This is a song of mine about, I wrote it, I have a very chronic illness, and I wrote it after someone who knew me like when I wasn't as sick visited, and just trying to understand why it felt so strange, like that they weren't seeing who I was in the present. I'm not in the state you want me. Watch you watching out for signs of what I will be, or the she I was. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna start from the beginning. What's the first verse? My brain fog is real. Okay, I found it. I'm not in the state you want me. Nope. This is my disability on display.
Take your time.
Yeah, be confident.
Yeah.
I'm confident, but where's the word? I waited all day to be seen. I saw by light of fever just the ceiling. In come shadows, trees outside, come chatter of my warblers flying. How do I survive here? What's a day for tears? You say it's been a while. You stay such a short time. The birds of your appetite wanted me well, and I too hope for mornings where I didn't feel ill. But they didn't start coming. I'm not in the state you want me. Watch you watching out for signs of what I will be, or the she I was, anyone but me before you. Think you do not recognize me, think you do not want to, but you look okay, you say. But if I am not fine, if I survive elsewhere, and if I stay there, the birds of your appetite wanted me well. Do you accept my incoherence, or do I? Oh, you don't even, as I stumble, do you even let me try? Oh ha, you fill the silence quickly with your platitudes or other. Start to rush, you try to use the script we used to use, the script we used to get the answer that you wanted. You're a little better, right? A little better? No, I'm just here, tending to your thoughts more than I'm watching out for mine. Though it is happening in my body, will I just end up telling you I'm fine? The birds of your appetite wanted me well, and I too hope for mornings where I didn't feel ill. But they didn't start coming. Oh, if you don't wish to know me here, well then you don't wish to know me. If you don't wish to know me here, well then you don't wish to know me. If you don't wish to know me here, well then you don't wish to know me. And the breeze comes lightly and you fly away.
All right.
Again. Let me see which one. Black Death. That's what we're going to do. Black Death. It's not the Statue of Liberty. It's that of trickery. And bound to the depths of the sea, harboring slavery. So travel with me in the midst like precipitation, as I bring forth governmental incarceration, evaluation of lost patience to the plagues of Black Death. A black face and body full of breath is all I have left. Claim to give me freedom, but that's not a privilege. Trying to keep me ignorant from this world that we live in. Ghetto prisons and born poverty stricken. Trying to make the best out of this effed up position. Diggs Park, Campus Stella Road, Main Street, Berkeley Ave. All day long, people be out there looking for cash. On the corner, promiscuous women exchange for a fast. Police coming, stick up kids run through the street, ready to mash. I be on Vernon Drive. I be on Campus Stella Road. I be on Jubilee, or I'm on Mellon Street in the hole. I'm hanging out with you, man. He just came home on parole. We out there late night, yeah, drinking. Yeah, you know how it goes. Sirens come. People lost inside the music. Dope fiends hit the corner with needles trying to reuse it. I sit back and reminisce about the older days, trying to release my mind from the cell and the ways of the cage. Thank you, man. It's Black
Fact, they'll see themselves buried prematurely. This is a long piece. We're lost this glimmer of hope by nothing of substance. Life proves itself diluted. Streets offering nothing to us. Black and brown by default is birthed into and captivated by and captive poverty. And cluelessly losing yourself for the culture. You go straight to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. In fact, you owe everything you have and those born from your bloodline to come. If for monopoly money we lock ourselves up willingly, unwilling to see selves as monsters, it is what it is, architects of our very own modern-day version of Clockwork Orange. More important than all the fool's gold, the mainstream media feeds the young, is the preservation of innocence. If never offered mercy, all we ought to be is but ashes and dust and songs without choruses. Redemption can't be wanted if unknowing if there does in fact exist such a thing called love. Or as a non-profit industrial complex will have you think, does it even exist in the budget? Thank you.
Choose not to be of equilibrium. Feel the pain. Watch as a heartstring bleed on an unspoken world to see firsthand as the emotional knot in throat encroach on a character sacred to the soul, but attempts get clouded as assumptions without the backstory, heard as a fleeting trance in wind, rather assuming gives the thrill to the ear.
Poem. Okay, it's not a rap this time, it's a poem. Alright. Raised in the South, growing up for the freedom, 9/11 hits, it shows more victims. Lost my iPhone and then it's my fault. Now I lose my cool, bad luck is assault. Put tech high to the graphical events. The mainstream was all pretend. The scenery was made with props. I feel bad when I don't call my pops. Peace and unity. I can't forget love. I let my badness fly, just like all the above. I'm all good when I start meditating. Big thing when you start indicating. Don't take it personal. I'm just doing for my being. When I said get out of my sight, which means I'm seeing. Put a page on the book and let it slide. Make sure my verse will go on the rise. Thank you.
This is a stream of consciousness about time. 5 minutes, now less. Every time I think about the time I have left, I have less. Always less. I'm falling, wasting, wondering why. Shit. 4 minutes, and what have I done with it? Nothing. How do I make every second count if I'm counting every second? 5, 4, 3, 2, help, I can't focus anymore. 3 minutes. Close my eyes, breathe, a waste. Precious seconds and the clock just won't stop. Please pause, I just need a grip. But time marches forward and so I go with it. What's the use? 2 minutes. Remember when that felt like forever? 2 minutes and we'll go home. But Mom, I want to go now. 2 more minutes, sweetie, and then we can. Okay. When did that start to fly by? I reminisce. And 30 seconds are gone. And I realize life is 5 minutes. And 5 minutes again. And 5 and 5 and 5 and so what if these 5 are over? I have 5 more. 1 minute, like forever. I'll make the most of this one, and the countdown will begin again. I'll look back someday, and time will have changed. These 5 minutes will remind me of those. And I'll remember. 5 minutes matter, but there will be 5 more.
All right.
Hi everyone, I'm Francine. When I woke up this morning, I asked myself, what is life about? I found the answer in my room. The fan says, be cool. The roof said, aim high. The window said, see the world. The clock says, every minute is precious. The mirror says, reflect before you act. The calendar says, be up to date. The door said, push hard for your goals. The carpet says, kneel down and pray. Can I sing you a happy birthday song?
Yes, ma'am. I really would.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Yay.
Thank you for having me today. When I signed up, I was looking to my name is Bakisa, and I go by Kisatu for my stage name. When I signed up, I was looking for which song to sing. And I said, okay, there is a song that I wrote. I'm from Burkina Faso, West Africa. I wrote a song to encourage our soldiers back home. I said, okay, tomorrow is another day. Why will I not sing that song? And my good friend Liz lives on Roosevelt Island here. Last Christmas, she bought this for me as a Christmas gift. And this is my first time wearing it, and I'm singing for the soldier and to all the better. Happy birthday.
Allons-y au nord du Faso, le Burkina Faso nous appelle. C'est l'avenir comme Kourouman, le Burkina Faso nous appelle. Antata Burkina Lundawa, le Burkina Faso nous appelle. À l'est du Faso, le Burkina Faso nous appelle. Arrivé sur le terrain, Faso Kumbrota Yola, Angana Sake Rusnya, Angana Faso Doua Gagné, Burkina Faso Doua Gagné. Arrivé au nord du Faso, Benat me comme se boit, Angana Sangia Desnia, Angolo Fabe Doua Gagné, Angolo Naupere Doua Gagné. vie au nord du Faso, le Burkina Faso nous appelle. C'est l'avenir pour le tourment, le Burkina Faso nous appelle. Angatala Burkina Lundawa, le Burkina Faso nous appelle. À l'est du Faso, le Burkina Faso nous appelle. Sibiras le mantoro, purana kokana mogo paga, purana kokana joli bon. Epi kasi joli tamona, innocent kama joli bona. Sibira greton koro, kita buko kana mogo paga, kita buko kana joli bon. Epi kumbu mogo para, innocent kama bene kila. Atlantique au nord du Faso, le Burkina Faso nous appelle. C'est l'avenir pour le tourment, le Burkina Faso nous appelle. Le Burkina Faso nous appelle. À l'est du Faso, le Burkina Faso nous appelle. Mukambedia de Souma, Mouyaouka Mouaparasa, Mouyaouka terroriste, Ayaka Batunta, Ayakina Faso Tobera, Jédémité Titaunda, Antigana Cassirasa, Antigana Sudona, Dieu, si Dieu doit des mots qui est avenir pour nos enfants. Les poètes d'abord Burkina le Burkina Faso nous appelle. Au nord du Faso, le Burkina Faso nous appelle. Les d'abord Burkina chrétien, le Burkina Faso nous appelle. C'est l'avenir pour le tourment, le Burkina Faso nous appelle. D'abord Burkina jeunesse, le Burkina Faso nous appelle. À l'ouest du Faso, le Burkina Faso nous appelle. Les d'abord le Burkina Faso nous appelle. C'est l'avenir pour le tourment, le Burkina Faso nous appelle. Le Burkina Faso nous appelle. Au nord du Faso, le Burkina Faso nous appelle. Les d'abord Burkina Faso, le Burkina Faso nous appelle. Au sud du Faso, le Burkina Faso nous appelle. Les d'abord amis du Faso, le Burkina Faso nous appelle. À l'est du Faso, le Burkina Faso nous appelle. À nos forces de défense et de sécurité, nous saluons votre combativité et votre détermination. Que le Dieu de victoire soit avec vous. Sergent, je suis au garde à vous. Chef, caporal, ancien, mon adjudant-chef, mon assistant, mon adjudant, le maréchal et le sous-chef.
YouTube, you are KISSATOU, Kisatu. Thank you.
Roosevelt Island. I'm very excited to come over. I'm like, this place is awesome. I grew up in a small town, and then when in my 20s, I moved to even smaller towns in Kentucky and West Virginia, and hung out with old people and learned music from them. So I just thought I would I write music, but I just felt like sharing one of an old song.
Anthony Barber. I live on Roosevelt Island, and I've been rapping over a decade, ever since I was younger as a preteen. And my stage name goes by Anthology, and about to kick a freestyle, and it'll be 2 verses. So goes like this. So you guys ready?
Yeah.
Alright. So bear with me. Relax and take notes when I teach you about time. Drama really gets out of line about the concept of learning to read. One thing that I have to agree, leadership is the boundaries for yourself and others. It's like a knife to a butter. Tribe of survivors who win the fight. Your blackout really got me tight. Wherever the reason is, summer is where the season is. You already know what the business is. Nintendo Switch or PS4. Straight alternative, but not hardcore. Second verse. Timberland boots and high top bands. Something you got to understand through falsehood. Life is full of negativity. I'm aged out and I'm full of sensitivity. Never been wrong when I approach good people. Life is not a movie to make a good sequel. Dude on a train talking garbage to himself. Getting stressed out is bad for your health. The world is like a game of chess. Some of them are lost, better place your bets. For real, you got to know your props. The melancholy really has to stop.
Name of this piece, I'm gonna give y'all this call. What you know? What you know about sitting in the can? 24 hours with 1 hour to see your fam. And when they leave the visit, it's a sight you can't stand. So the CEOs grab you by your hands or handcuffs. Homie, don't play tough, cause you'll get jammed up. Beat on the wall with both of your hands up. 1033 is police terms for man up. They leave you in the infirmary for weeks with your eyes shut. What you know about shimps in the yard, or solitary, or sitting in a single man cell playing solitary, screaming on the COs for mail and commissary. Looking out the window, I can see some snow flurries. The state held the execution today, so that means another guy's getting buried. What you know about the law library, or being uneducated, living in a mental cemetery? I guess you never wear it. Or I guess you never see the reruns like Fred Berry. What you know about working for 20 cents an hour? Or 4 other naked guys next to you inside the shower? Or being the target for the guards inside the tower? Or you on a jailhouse hunger strike in the cell hungry with no power? Crazy guys next to me in the cell stay laughing for hours. Child halls stay flooded with perverts and homos. The new dope got people moving in slow-mo. Thorazine in my veins? I don't know, yo. The shrink looking at me like I'm loco because I'm so antisocial. But when she asked me did I want to kill myself, I told her, hell no. What you know?
Yeah.
This evening, what is it called? A mirror with 2 faces. Right? On one side, I see reflections of my life. On the other, I dig deep into my reality. This wandering soul, floating like a cloud through a galaxy of complexity. Silent storms raging, questions, no answers. If only I knew how to talk to him. Who are you? How can I help you? How did you get here? No answer. This man in the mirror is mimicking me. If I could only talk to him, ask him to tell me his story. How did you get here in this dark, unforgiving place that devours your very soul? Like the steady flow of a waterfall down a mountainside, I spoke with talk. Where I sit in this confine, I see a vessel that has stood the test of time. Love is awesome found, battles is awesome won, loved ones awesome found. Like shooting stars that disappear into the night, from the beginning to the middle, so has been my life. Yes, it has been a dangerous journey from day one. Darkness, no light. Muscle crippling disease in the beginning, substance abuse is fresh in the middle. Like a bow that bends that never breaks, so is my will to overcome. Reaching for the stars with all wheels on the ground. But the end, I get the right. I used to look at life and frown, now I turn that around. Like a caterpillar turns into a butterfly, I used to be a hard-ass, not caring about anyone or their feelings. Now I am a compassionate, empathetic person, always wishing I could do more. Like changing the name to a song, I put pen to paper and a whole new world begins, and a whole new world opens up for me. I pay attention to all I used to take for granted. I appreciate the little things. No more does the world around me seem unforgiving. What a beautiful world. Sing out of tune, and the song is gone. Man in the mirror, I say goodbye.
They say I ride around like I don't have no respect. How would you feel if you was shot in your neck? Laying down on the ground, trying not to take your last breath. Trying not to close your eyes and sleep is a cousin of death. Can't believe that you just been shot in front of your son while you're laying on the floor watching the person that shot you run. I was laying on the floor gasping for air, looking at the face of the people I could tell that didn't care. They were hoping that I didn't put up a fight, only because they wanted to see me down that night. Ambulance comes 30 minutes late, wondering to yourself, will it be your fate? People answering, did anyone call his baby mother? Police whispering in my ear, you should have died, motherfucker. Thinking to yourself that this can't be the end, and can't believe I was shot by somebody who was supposed to be a friend. You better hope that this is the end of my life. I'm having thoughts about killing him and his wife. Waking up the handcuffs and wondering why. While family members have tears in their eyes. I had drugs in one pocket and a gun in the other. Tears rolling down the face of my mother. Doctor comes in, shaking his head, telling me I would never walk again and be stuck in the bed. Told me I needed a trait in my neck Told me I needed a trait in my neck to help me breathe. Visited hours are over, don't want my baby mother to leave. Then looking up in the sky and asking God why. Did he save me and just didn't let me die? At that moment he spoke and said, you're special to me. I have more in store for you, just wait, you'll see. I told him I didn't want to hear that shit unless he gave me back the ability to walk. He said, my child, I just gave you back the ability to talk. Now I just gave y'all a part of my life to see. I know nothing about y'all, but now you know a little bit about me. Thank you.
Lifeline to the lost. See, to find solace when you never had to find it is a battle that's everlasting. To look with dead eyes, one won't materialize to realize that these screams internalize the sounds felt. As the material loosens, so does this. The half step of trust unravels as a piece of fabric takes a piece off the garment. But to have it occur in real time is just as much to endure the battle from all fronts. On front line, this is what front line is like. It's to maneuver across and fight against revelations of dead petals from outside. To fight is the will to have the foundation of middle ground, sturdy enough to plant and pivot. See, Solace isn't easily acquired, achieved, or called back like boomerangs. Solace is a lifeline's fuel, a lifeline to the lifeline. Once that frame is lost, the distress to get it is dire. Solace is the outlet as oxygen is to life, whereas embers plus dry or barren land equals a fueled fire. As living with choices that can't be stomached torments. As removing the ribcage of the fabric, sated choice and stains results in the eye of is no wear it tears to them. Because stained choices get praises. Looked on as if it's on the pedestal, though it's at the expense. So, a candle is lit for the memory left in embers of an angel, because it hurts when the realization sets that their spirit is here, but the physical isn't. Like if you knew what it's like, the battle to find souls is harder than that. I'm done.
Yes, sir. All day long. So, yeah, I'm going to give y'all a few bars. The name of this is called Sinking. I slide on the beat because it's electric. So boogie with me and get the message. I build through blocks like this was Tetris. With pure hip hop, non-stop from Texas. Through California, like I copped the Lexus. And my connection to the streets is that I am the nexus. So fake MCs can get the exit before I hang them from the wall by the necklace. And all devils must return to their essence. Class in session, this the verbal blessing. Bars unlimited coming from every direction. Raised up in hell, looking for a gate to heaven. I can catch 100 bands off a 7-Eleven. Shooting dice all night by the 7-Eleven. Flying kites to teeth and cells since 1997. So knowledge my wisdom so that you can understand. My culture is Islam, putting power inside your hand. Showing equality all over the land. Of the true and living, God's cipher divine. I build and destroy with the deaf, dumb, and blind. I born into existence, the infinite mind. Completed my cipher with excellent time. So I continue to add on, projecting my shine. To realign the minds from primitive crimes to intelligence refined. Universal logic, cosmic prophet, so black that I'm God. I landed in the projects on a rocket, jumped out the window like the Dukes of Hazzard to civilize the savage with the supreme mathematics. From a life of misery to feeling ecstatic. Living through love instead of living in half. My verbal acrobatics supreme because I'm Asiatic, original man. Free to show and prove. With limitless moves, I rule with 12 Jews. Inhale food like I'm hungry, cause I'm just eating money. From when it's raining until it's sunny. While in the streets, the poor stay going hungry. And it ain't funny how no one cared. Blunt smoke anywhere, blunt smoke in the air. Gun smoke everywhere, all demons inside the chair. So I never had a president. A felon since 12 ain't making sense. But I paid the price for my negligence. Through time spent in the darkness, writing lines to make the earth twist on its axis like a gymnast doing a full twist. Intellectually furious and full of poetry. Thank you, man. I really appreciate you guys.
Spent some time living with my my grandfather. Okay. Here, my days unfold as small awakenings, a sequence of burgeoning moments that bind the scattered parts of me. Heritage, blood, name, and family converge into a single current, running deep beneath my movements. In quiet hours, I feel it pulse through the underneath, a thread linking my brother, my father, my grandfather, each of us a vessel through which the same life continues its passage. To walk these streets, to speak even haltingly in this tongue, is to feel that current surface in breath and gesture. It is not nostalgia but return, not to a place but to continuity. The self expands beyond the borders of its time, remembering that identity is not a possession but a rhythm, something carried forward through love, labor, and the unbroken will to remain connected. And so this time becomes the integration I sought, to live not as an isolated inheritance, but as a living thread, woven through generations, humming still in the blood. To inherit is not merely to receive what came before, but to learn how to continue it. Every lineage is a rhythm awaiting interpretation, the same melody played anew through different hands. What was once transmitted through survival becomes in each generation an invitation to refine the tone, to deepen the care, to add one's note to the larger composition. I feel it now, the responsibility pulsing beneath gratitude. My grandfather's steadiness, my father's perseverance, my brother's lightness, all of them move through me, seeking coherence. What I make of this inheritance will not be measured in achievement, but in the grace with which I extend it onward, in the love I give, in the worlds I help sustain, the lives that might, through my own, feel more possible. To live in continuity is not to repeat, but to respond. It is to let the past breathe through you without suffocating the present. It is to become a bridge between what was and what might yet be, not by holding tightly, but by keeping the current open, so that what once ran through your ancestors may find its way, unbroken, into tomorrow.
Underserved does not mean undeserving. Emotional labor, no one talks about the journey back from ourselves being hurt people, to being independent of the confines of isolation and civil disability, and questioning aloud, what is the meaning of being free? Empathy being the universal language of those living the most, having transcended what doesn't kill but makes stronger. In unjustified existence, there's no such thing. For if birthed into becoming, divine design is never wrong. Wrong being always right can't get rights. Best is it amplified, reframes are necessary. For as every meal should be of integrity, whether bread and water is my portion, I'll sacrifice mine. For another requiring sustenance until I meet a moment for respite. Shouldering crosses, mine and otherwise, for fortune's sake, I will not return to residing within cages, even briefly a moment. Truth being the antidote for whatever desires remove dignity, the privilege of being the possibility of creating a legacy that survives all suffering gifted unto me. Enduring for good cause, exemplary road obligation for all being surviving and navigating collaboratively the prior moments. Let us be mindful to remain vigilant. We never meant to survive. We never meant to survive uncharted waters, whether firmly landing or shipwrecked. Must see ground floor opportunities as the memories living between the margins of. Collective effort being necessary to be the paradigm shift. Not only am I you and of you, but I am because of you. You see, my legacy is our legacy. May all harm fall upon me if you dream. May all harm fall upon me if you dream even just another night, or even being indifferent to its pursuit. We are the pulse of all movements yet to be born, and those that came before us. We, the wallflowers, desiring only abide by our purpose and seeing it flourish. Whether by nature and nurture nourish, convictions lending me my redemption art, the intersectionality of poverty, I'm growing through it. Once bitten, twice convicted, predicate felon, by brick and feather. Wisdom is earned, one time mistaken, twice ashamed, third time I will never be caged again. You see, never am I self-serving. Consequentially, I breathe against logic and rationale. of souls so weary as underrepresented does not mean absent of existence. Remember this always, that underserved never means undeserving. I rebuke all habits that don't serve me, just as it's the responsibility of the rose to choose blooming through the concrete, and where applicable, all of the possible conditions of the firmament, regardless of any pauses in between my being in community or behind the wall, beyond the bars, imagining otherwise. Healed people keep healing while the world as we know it keeps turning. And despite looking like what I've been through during the day, I, as a candle in the night, commit to deferring death's overwhelm. In as much as breathing is an act of resistance, I'm going to keep my fire burning, because as I am of you, brighter burns my light, so because of you. Thank you.